Okay, the Sanchez transfer to Man United is the last in a long line of story. It's the last chapter in a long line of Arsenal's decline since 2006. Since they've moved into the Emirates, they have declined slowly. The first few years it took a while, but then it went off a cliff edge. The last couple. Um, Obviously, they had to pay the stadium off. The last player they signed before they moved was Theo Walcott. They signed Theo Walcott just before, literally as the season ended, they signed Walcott from Southampton, heading forward to the World Cup 2006. He was the last signing of Wenger before they moved to the Emirates. Anywho, for the first few years out of the Emirates, they were competitive in the league and they were competitive in the Champions League. And that's fine. It was a known fact that the fans were accepting that for a few years we may not win the league, we may not do well in Europe because we're paying off this stadium. And that's fine. As I said, as long as we qualify in the top four, we're happy, and then we can build from when the stadium's paid off, then we can start splashing the cash. And that's fine. They haven't splashed the cash since the stadium's been paid off. They've actually lost players and not replaced them. Sanchez and Arshavin are two players that have flattered to deceive. Arshavin was debut, he scored 4 goals against Liverpool in a 4-4. Brilliant debut by a player. But then he was hit and miss in the side. Sanchez, when he's on, he's good. When he's off, he's non-existent. Ozil was another big signing they've had who's stuck around. When he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's really, really off. The Sanchez transfer saga should have been settled 18 months ago. He should have gone. He should have gone after they beat Hull in that cup final. He should have gone maybe at the end of last season when they won that cup final. Doesn't matter what cup final they won, he should have gone at that point. He's won us some silverware, now go. They could have made more money for him. They could have asked, Man City could have paid the asking price then. Big blunder. Dragging this out, trying to force the player to stay. Big blunder by Wenger. I think Wenger's lost the dressing room. The thing is, this has been happening now for a long time. They're in danger right now of missing out on European qualification and falling out of Europe because the squad they now got going forward for the knockout stages of the Europa League is nowhere near as strong as the squad they had at the beginning of the season. Coquelin's gone, Walcott's gone, Sanchez is gone. Ozil could go. Although I say he's not going to, he still could. If Ozil was your midfield engine, you've got problems because he can't tackle. He cannot tackle. He pulls out tackles far too often and just doesn't want to get his shorts dirty. He really doesn't want to just slide into the tape ball. Even if you give away a foul, he just doesn't have that grit and determination about him. And that's the problem. Arsenal have got a lack of depth. Because they've let players go and then not placed them, and then their youth system, which used to be great, is now not producing the players that it should. It's not. They've lost Oxlade-Chamberlain. He was unhappy. He's now found a new lease of life at Liverpool. Walcott, his first day at Everton, he goes, I like it here. I feel happy again. Obviously, playing at Arsenal was not a happy experience. The fans have finally reached a point where, for the last couple of years, they've basically gone Wenger out, and that's growing. And a lot of my friends, and I've got a few relatives who are Arsenal fans, and I look on Twitter, I look on Facebook, and they're going, thank you for the memories of Wenger, time to go. Even the most loyal Arsenal fans are going, this has got to change. There's also protests against the ownership. Because they paid off the stadium a long time ago, they are expecting big money moves in transfer markets in the summer. They're not getting the players. I'm not saying Giroud's been bad, but he's not getting any support up there. Lacazette has been fair, but again, Welbeck, this is the fitness issue. Welbeck, Ramsey, Wilshere, never fit. At some point, 2 of those 3 are injured. When they all 3 are fit, it's like 4 or 5 games at a time, then they're injured again. Fitness issues at Arsenal are a killer. Walcott's been injured loads of times while he was there. Their fitness problems are killing them. Their defence, with Mertesacker, when he's on form, he's good. If the players around him realise this guy's a little bit slower than he used to be, but he's got it all up here, we're good. When he's off and he's not playing, let's say he's subbed off, it goes to pot. They can't defend to save their lives. The centre backs too far apart, up and down. The wing backs bomb up. The midfielder should fill in. No one fills in. So they're in out of position. It's just a mess. They can't play the offside trap. Nothing works. They've got no one in midfield now since Coquelin's gone who's got bite about them because Flamini's never fit. Fitness is killing them, amongst other things. This Arsenal side this season look hopeless. The fact they've got as high as they have in the league is, yes, they won at the weekend, but I can't see that being a regular thing. I can't. If they do, great, but they're so far behind in the league, they're not going to make the top four. They're going to struggle to make the top four, and to be fair, unless they get on like a run of momentum where the whole team just buys in and just plays out their skins, they look defensively frail. They overpass the ball all the time. They can't cross the ball into the box to save their lives. Wenger's obsessed with this passing, beautiful game. Occasionally, just knock it long. Knock it down the tram lines, as I call it. Just knock it down the sideline. Knock it long. Get a fast player with pace. Oh wait, they don't have that up front because they have Giroud because they sold Walcott. They sold Chamberlain. So you can't do the long ball game because there's no one to back up Giroud because he'll get isolated. So he can hold the ball up, but there's no one playing off him because Wilshire's never fit, and he really isn't. And if he was the best player in that Bournemouth game, Christ, they've got problems going forward. Their younger fringe players look out of place and confused and nervous because they don't play, even on the bench, come on for 10 minutes a game. They're not getting that first team experience. They're not playing on the pitch. They won't be training. They're not playing on the pitch when, let's say, a player's got injured, got sent off. They're not getting that experience where they've got 9, 10 experienced players around them and they've just come on and they can just go here, communicate. None of that, because there's 4 or 5 of them who are fringe players who are on the pitch at the same time going, Christ, between us we've got 50 first team appearances. It is one of them. It's like taking an established team and it's like an expansion team. Normally expansion teams in North American sports are crap for the first couple of years because either they've got all the crap draft picks or they've got players who haven't really established themselves in the first teams of the teams they're at who've been exposed. And they're normally really, really bad for a couple of years. That's what you're seeing at Arsenal. They're seeing holes in their defence. For a team that wants to be top 4, they're not top 4. They're not title contenders. The weaknesses have been exposed. And this is for years of not investing in the transfer market or investing in the youth system correctly. They create brilliant players. They don't play them enough. They end up Wilshere and Oxlade-Chamberlain are they're 2 youth products who've stayed with the main side. Oxlade-Chamberlain's gone. So you've got Jack Wilshere who's never fit. He's never fit. And there's been loads of articles on how many games he's missed per season since he got his first appearance. He's never fit. He's an undoubted talent, but my God, he's wasting it for whatever reason. And Arsenal's fitness issues are not just Wilshere, it's the whole squad. They are regularly racking up injuries and unfitness. Regularly. So there you go. That's my reasons why Arsenal declined. I could go through each season individually, but then this video will be like an hour long. We don't want that. I want to keep it under 10 minutes. And from 2006 till now, so from when they moved to the Emirates till now, it was alright. Fairly middling. And then about 3 years ago it started regularly and it's gone. Because second, third, fourth, because it was really competitive in the top 4, and then it's gone 2006 here, off a cliff. And this cliff drop could go on and on and on and on and on. And fans are saying we're going to be just an average mid-table side, and I believe these fans are right. The thing is, Arsenal fans for 20 odd years have been used to being in the top 4, and they've got to get used to not being in the top 4. Every team will go through a cycle like this, even if it's a couple of seasons where they win nothing. Man United got used to winning all the time, being in the top 4, and then Ferguson wanted to leave, decided to retire. Moyes comes in, it goes to pot. Firstly, they didn't give Moyes a chance. Secondly, the team he inherited was creaking and cracked. Van Gaal made it worse. You got Mourinho. It's been hit and miss with Mourinho, and the football they're playing. Okay, yeah, they're second at the moment. Doesn't mean they'll stay there. Third even. Liverpool look better. Man United could come away with nothing this season. So Arsenal are not the only team that go through this, but they've just been the most consistent side over 20 years. And now the lack of squad depth has caught up with them, and their poor transfer policy has caught up with them. And I think the manager might have stuck around for 3 or 4, 5 seasons too long. He could have actually gone in 2010, 2012. After that League Cup final defeat, he could have gone then. And there have been constant calls for his head every time the team has a wobble. But anyway, that's my view on it all. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.